Hey everyone on the Final Life Gamers channel, this is Callum and today we are going to be playing some FTL, which is kind of like an RPG but with some tactical elements built in. So we're going to start a new game. Now I should explain its full name is actually Fast and Light, and basically you command a spaceship, which we have here. To start off with, you only start off with one ship. I've unlocked a few because I've played this a bit, but we're going to be starting with the basic one. What should we rename it? Actually no, should we just go with the Nameless? Yeah, let's Nameless one. Brilliant. I think that's just what it puts in if you don't enter a name and press escape. So we're going to customise our crew members. Of course, we're going to have me. I'll probably be captain. Except we'll have George from Broadside Studios, and we'll have Connor, I think that's how you spell it, from Broadside Studios also. Now, what have we got in terms of weapons? We can't actually change these, this is how we start, and we'll play through on easy to begin with. We'll see how we do with that. Okay, so let's start. Right, so this is just like a little tip screen. So anyway, here it is. This is the game. We can move our crew members around. Should we put Connor on the shields? I'll have me as captain. But George on the weapons. You get bonuses for having a station manned. And as you can see, we've got a health bar, missiles, fuel, drone parts. I'll show you how all this works in a minute. So the first thing, there's not much you can do here. We're not in a fight or anything. You'll see how that works again. So we'll jump, and then you get this map, which allows us to choose where we want to go. So I think we kind of work our way crossing around up these. So that looks like a good route. And you'll see what happens in a minute. So we have to get towards the exit. Completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on our way. We're not going to pay that. We're going to reject their offer, and that means they're going to attack us. So here we go. This is the combat mechanics. We'll power up our weapons using power from the reactor bar down here. And now we have to wait for them to charge, but we can pre-designate where we want them to hit. So I'm going to use the Artemis to take out the weapons, and then we'll burst laser the shields, I think. And we'll see how that works out for us. Now they're charging weapons as well, but theirs is a much smaller ship. You do have one of the largest ships in the game. But then again, you do have to survive multiple fights. Okay, they're powering up their FTL. They want to escape. And they're also offering us an option of their surrender, which would give us some materials, but we're not going to do that because we have to scrap. Now they're trying to escape using their FTL drive, which is charging for them. So to stop them from escaping, we can either shoot down the piloting system or shoot down the engine. Now as you can see, because I've damaged their weapons are actually disabled now. They can't charge, and their shields are down, so they can't charge those either. But I have noticed that they managed to get a shot in on our oxygen, so I'm going to send George through to fix the oxygen. So I'll have to repair that before it goes down. You can see it's counting down up here. So the game mechanics of this game are really interesting. I'm not going to waste another missile, we're just going to fire the burst laser. I think wasting another missile would be a bit stupid, because this burst laser doesn't cost us anything to fire. So we're going to do that. Now the rest are starting to repair things up, but we only have to get in this one more hit, and I reckon we can do it before the engines charge. There we go. So that's one ship destroyed. And we actually got a bit more. Sometimes you get less, sometimes you get more. It's a bit of a gamble, but we got more for destroying that. So I thought that was a good deal. We didn't get any missiles, but we got more scrap, and scrap can be used to purchase things in shops along the way. Now the other mechanic of this game is the fact that you're being chased by the rebels through each sector, so you can't spend as much time as you want in each sector. You have to push forward, or you get in range of their artillery ships. So we're going to keep pushing forward. Sorry sir, this is nothing personal, we're under orders. This is one of the rebel ships, this is the forward scout. And we're basically carrying information on how to destroy their mothership, basically. The equivalent of anywhere. So they're trying to kill us, basically. I think, yeah, we'll go for the same tactic as last time. You can also, you have to purchase more weapons, or you can find them. You can have to purchase more power bars for your reactor, so you can power them better. Now, missiles, they pierce all shields when they fire, but you can still have a chance to dodge them, which you can have by having highly powered engines. And the burst lasers, they have to hit a shield first, but this one fires 2 shots, but one shot will hit the shield, the next shot will go through. Okay, they hit a room with nothing in it, so that's fine. I think we'll just... I'll take out the piloting system next, actually. I reckon 1 missile's enough to keep us going each time, because you'd have to pay for them. So the less missiles we can use, the better, really. It's charged ready for if we need it, but I don't reckon we will need it. Okay, it's trying to escape, but it's a good job we shot down their piloting system then. I reckon if we just keep on their weapons now, just to make sure they don't come back and get us, that'd be a nasty surprise. So I think we've got this. There we go. So that's another ship destroyed. So we've got fuel, missiles, scrap, decent. Right, move on, next sector. Another unvisited location. Your arrival is greeted by a number of computer alerts. Okay, this is an automated scout, so this doesn't have any crew members on it. Oh, it's also got a stealth system. I could get a stealth system, but it would cost me money a shot. Certain ships start with it. This basically means my weapons can't lock onto them, so I can't charge them. Oh, and they've also disabled my shields. Have they disabled my shields? They have, haven't they? Okay, this could be quite a nasty battle, actually. Luckily they've got no shields, so a hit on their weapons and we should be fine. But they're gonna cause some damage here. Right, George, you get back on the weapon. As soon as the shields aren't being powered, Connor, you go and repair the sensors. Come on, burst laser. Artemis. There we go. Right. Okay, that was quite a weak ship in the end, but they have... Sometimes ships can hack into your systems, and I think that's what happened there. They disabled our shields. Oh, and they've also breached here. So you can see this little gap here. That's basically draining all the oxygen out of that room. So we want to repair that, really. The doors are keeping it from spreading into the rest of the rooms, but I reckon if we send both of them in at once, we should be able to repair that. And I see they're losing health because they're in an area without oxygen. We should be able to fix that. Okay, you can also pause the game just by pressing space and issue orders, which is useful, and I think we'll send them both up to the med bay to get themselves healed before we jump out this sector. So you see the oxygen's now regenning in that area. It's no longer stripes, which means it's dangerous. We can also open the door, so I'll regen it quicker because it'll take some from the other room. Get it back up to safe levels. Right, Connor, you get back on the shields. George, you get back on the weapons. And then, actually, I think we can purchase... This is the ship interface. I think we'll purchase another power bar for the reactor. That way we can power up the engines to full. And as you can see now, back down in this bottom corner, this is where the rebels are going to advance to by the time I've jumped. So I need to keep moving. They do come quite quickly. But I'm just trying to hit... You always want to hit as many spots as you can as possible to try and rack up a decent amount of weapons and scrap. So demand surrender of their goods. Yes, let's do that. Okay then. Right, so we are preparing to secure their cargo by force. Continue. They look like they don't want to fight, they're trying to escape. Okay, so we will Artemis their weapons, and we will burst laser their piloting system. Oh, they've also got a crew teleporter. So now they've sent someone aboard our ship, and they're now going to attack us. So I'm just going to send 2 on 1, we should win this now. Let's hope we do. Don't want that beam to charge. Also, they had a beam weapon there, which basically means beam weapons don't do anything to shields, so you have to take out the shields first. But if they take out the shields, the beam can cut like across the ship, and it can do damage to multiple rooms. It can be quite nasty, really. Certain beams do pierce shields, but their power's reduced when they do. But that one didn't pierce at all. So Connor, you get back on shields. You're going to have to go and heal up, aren't you? So let's do that. Now, they shouldn't be able to teleport. Well, I don't think they'll have enough crew to teleport again, if I'm honest. So I'm going to go for the engines next. Just so if they repair the pilot system, they still can't get away. They're pretty much sitting ducks here now, so we can just keep taking pot shots at them. Come on, laser. There we go. Right. Okay, they have brought their beam back online, but as I said, that won't be able to get through our shields, so that's fine. Also, we've got no evade chance, if you notice, because we haven't got a pilot. You can, like, get an autopilot going, but that costs scrap again. I don't find that very useful. It's quite rare you don't actually have a pilot on. You need to get someone to pilot the ship. So, that's alright. We could actually get 2 layers of shields, which would be very good at this point. I think we can do that. So we purchase 2 more power bars for a shield, because it takes 2 to power up 1 layer of shield. We purchase 2 more for the reactor, accept, and then we can do that. And once it powers up, there we go, we've now got 2 shield bars, which should prevent us from taking a little bit of damage, I think. Because they won't have that many weapons, unless they've got a rocket launcher. They'll be able to get straight through us. So scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. Explore the asteroid field. I think we can. We've got plenty of shields. A few mining drones left behind and could be repurposed. Well, 1, but anyway, we've got some scrap. So all these events just like random. I mean, there's like a set number of them, but you get them all randomly, and there is an awful lot. So you don't find the same ones that often. You arrive near a damaged and debilitated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect a lot of faint life signs on board. Now, this gives us guaranteed scrap, I think, for pretty much nothing. This, we could get an extra crew member and some scrap, but sometimes bad things can happen. I think we can risk it. See what happens. All around you is a sense of death and decay. Suddenly one of your crew bends over and starts retching violently. Some sort of disease must have wiped out the station. Oh god, it's one of the bad ones. You pull out the ship, but it looks like your crew member isn't going to make it. Okay. R.I.P. Connor. We will remember you. He's gone. Alright, it's just me and George now. Hopefully we can find a shop where we can purchase some more crew for cheap. Well. It was worth the risk, getting an extra crew member and some... You can find weapon parts in there and things like that, so it's a good one to take a risk on. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. They're powering up the FTL. Oh, so if they get away, they will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. That means that the rebel fleet will then advance super quickly because they'll know where we are. So we really don't want them to escape. So, that on the weapons, burst laser on the piloting system again. We're not going to focus on the shields at all because we don't need the shields down. If we can get a hit in on each, we should be alright. These missile launchers are getting annoying. Oh, that's 75%. Right, okay. Let's repurpose this for the engines this time round. And then we'll repurpose it again for the weapons again, by the time they've recharged. We don't want to waste these missiles. We don't seem to be picking up that many missiles this playthrough. Oh god, they're FTLs. Okay, we're going to have to, I think. So let's fire 1. Oh. Okay, they can miss. They've got an evade chance as well. We really don't want these to miss. If they get away now, this is pretty much the rest of our sectors messed up a bit. No, this actually fires 3 lasers. I'm thinking of the Burst Laser Mark 1. This is the Burst Laser Mark 2, so it's actually better than I thought it was. So I think, we've got this. Now, do we use a missile or do we take pretty much guaranteed damage? I think missiles are actually more expensive than taking damage. So I think we're just going to let it hit. Oh no, it missed. Well, that's good. I'm not going to complain about that. We're amassing a reasonable amount of stuff. Oh, the store there. Is that worth going to? I don't think it is. I'm going to stick the way I'm going, because I want to head up to this nebula. The nebula means that I won't be able to see their ship very well, but the rebels move a lot slower whilst you're moving through a nebula, because they're trying to find you. Try to shield their ship with yours and escort them out of the field. We've got plenty of shields, so if it takes that into account, we should be fine. But your ship took a number of hits. Really? Right, okay. Scrap and fuel are mining out of the asteroid as thanks. Okay, we've got some fuel. Now, once you're out of fuel, you can't jump into the next sector. You have to turn on a distress beacon. And that basically means that enemy ships can pick you up on their radar as well. So, it appears that an automated rebel scout position with a nebula to one of your passing. Okay, so another one of these where it's trying to escape. It has not got any shields. So, we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Now, rebel scouts, the automated ones, they don't have any crew members, so they don't repair very quickly. They just have a very slow auto repair. Well, that was lucky. Okay, that was an easy one. Oh, we can pick up a missile, so that was reasonable. Okay, one more sector, and then I think we're going to have to go to the exit, otherwise they'll have caught up with us. And get on to the next sector. Another unmanned ship patrols this area. You prepare the ship for combat. There's another one of these. We're getting quite a few of these. Okay, weapons down, Artemis on the piloting system, and we'll take him out. George is... You see, they start levelling up if they're placed in the system for a while. We've got 2 shields, I keep forgetting that. We're fairly safe, actually. There we go. Okay, it's quite good to have 2 layers of shielding this early on. I mean, that's quite a big advantage. So that's good for us. When the FTL is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Oh, a repair station. Alright, repair 5 damage for 10 scrap, repair 10 damage for 20 scrap. Thank you, because that's a reasonably good offer. Let's get out of there. Okay, now, actually, we'll decide next time which sector we're going to go to, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.